Hello, I'm Maxwell, and I help teach young men purpose in life. Today, I want to talk about failing a goal and what we can do when we are faced with failure. So, you failed a goal, you lied to your younger self, and you were actually unable to achieve the feat that you set off for yourself. First off, I want to disrespect you. You lied. You went back on your word and you were unable to achieve what you set out to do. Now, maybe it's more complicated, and I won't get into that. But first, when you fail, you do kind of beat yourself up. You do kind of feel like shit. But secondly, I would like to tell you this is an opportunity for you to grow and finally grab what you wanted in life and claim it for yourself. So let's first use this as a moment of self-reflection. We understand that when you fail, it's natural for us to kind of beat ourselves up. We get upset that, okay, well, I wanted to achieve this in 6 months, and yet I look back at myself and I didn't achieve any of it. I'm such a mess up. I'm a, idiot. And you beat yourself up. That's a natural reflection, but you must stop that before you get too depressed, before you dig yourself your grave and you sit back and you think, well, I still want to achieve this. I still want to get this done. How can I, now with this new reflection and understanding of how I failed, can I learn from my mistake and actually achieve it finally? Was it because you didn't actually write down actionable steps for you to achieve? You didn't have the steps, you just had the grand vision? Or is it because you lost interest, that you deluded yourself in distractions and you thought, oh, I'll eventually get it done. But day after day, month after month, and then you look back and you think, damn, I just kept putting it off for months. And now it's the set date that I said I was gonna achieve it, and now nothing. I just lied to myself. You gotta ask yourself, what really caused you to fail in the first place? Where did the hiccup begin? Before I give you actual steps on how to properly set goals and go throughout it, I want you to sit and feel the pain of regret, of failure. I tell you now that it sucks. I recently was going through a journal. So I'm reading my journal from, I think it was March or May this year, and I set down this little goal. Of course, I kind of remembered the goal, like I've had it in the back of my mind, but it was so more impactful to just see it on the piece of paper. And it said, squat 3 plates by the end of 2024. To be 175 pounds or 180 pounds by the end of 2024. And I looked at it and I felt betrayed. Of course, from the point of myself from March to now, I'm the same individual. But I felt like I lied to my younger self, my past self, because I was unable to actually achieve what I proclaimed that I could. Myself, every single day, forgot about these goals and didn't achieve them. Now when I'm sitting there and reading in my journal and I thought, damn, I'm gonna have to put off more months to achieve it, to put more time and attention so I don't have to lie to myself and actually make myself happy in the future by delayed gratifications. Now I sit here at the end of the year, it's November, I think 12th by this recording, the 13th actually. And I sit here towards the end of the year and I think, damn, I failed myself. I dicked around too much and my goal hasn't been achieved. So I want you to sit there and feel your pain. I sat there and I just thought, ouch. I lied, I dicked around too much, and I'm just gonna sit here and feel my pain so I can use this as fuel so I can attack my next goals with more veracity to actually achieve them. I want you to sit and just feel it. So every time it is a moment of weakness that you either have the hard option or the easy option to make progress towards a goal or just sit around and do jack crap, is to feel that pain you felt. It's uncomfortable. You don't want to feel it. So guess what you do? Is you remind yourself of that pain. So every time you are tested to either make progress or be idle, you feel that pain and you don't want to relive it. So you choose the harder option. Use this anger, this pain, this uncomfortable feeling as fuel towards your goals. Now, to actually get into some actual steps when it comes to setting goals is I have a few things set aside that I want to teach you. Is you have to actually make sure you set it properly. The important thing with goals is to understand that it's all fun and dandy to say, by the end of the year, I'm going to achieve X, Y, and Z. You know, New Year's is coming, we all set these revelations and new things we're going to achieve, but the important part is to make it actually achievable. For example, like I just told you, I wanted to achieve a certain amount of body weight by the end of the year, which I ended up not actually doing it. It was feasible and actually possible to achieve that goal. Now, for the reasons I didn't achieve it, that's a long story, but it's to understand to set a reasonable goal. Let's say in 6 months, I want to gain 10 pounds. You're really into the gym and you want to achieve this feat. Now, I can give you other examples, but I'll stick with this. Now, from working out, you understand that it's feasible to actually achieve 10 pounds of body weight in 6 months. That's something anyone can do. So you set that goal. Now, something to help is, if you're really into goal setting, to understand is to not make it too easy. So instead of 10, you say 15, or you say 20. You set it just a little bit above your expectation of what you can do. So maybe by the end of the year, you want to run a marathon, or you want to run a certain amount of miles. And let's say your comfortable goal is 10 miles at X amount of pace by the end of the year. Instead, you're going to set 15 or 13 or whatever is feasible. That's just a little bit above your expectation of what you can actually achieve. So then you will strive for a little bit more greatness that is outside of your comfort zone, and you will take it ever so more serious. So when you're attacking this goal, you have more veracity. So now I just told you to set your goal with a little bit more expectation, a little bit more oomph. So when you think about it, it is reasonable, but it's just one extra step past that. So you have more of a fight when going towards it. Now I want to talk about the daily/weekly things you can do. I believe every day we should spend an hour towards some type of goal or greater being or gift giving, something like that. So to not forget is to have something every single day or bi-weekly or so forth. If it's the gym and your goal is to gain weight or reach a certain strength in the gym or run X amount of miles every week, that is the one thing you got to add into your day. I use weightlifting as an example because I've been doing it for years. Your daily goal within this goal of achieving X amount of body weight is to eat, 4,000 calories a day, to work out 4 times a week. We add these weekly and daily goals so we can remind ourselves of what we're doing every single day. One of the reasons why I never achieved those goals, like I originally said, is because I deluded myself in distractions and I forgot to do them every single day. I failed because I was not continuously working towards them. Now, another thing with goal setting is to understand that if we have 6 months to achieve a goal, or let's say we have a year, we should set markings. We should say, again, with the idea of weight training and gaining weight, is in 6 months we want to gain 10 pounds. All right, in 3 months we should be 5 pounds heavier. If we have not made some of the progress within half the time or a quarter of the time, and we can see that progress is not actually being made, that is when we sit down and we rethink our goal and what we can actually do to properly achieve it. We need these markings throughout our goal timeline so we can actually see if we're on track or not. I wasn't on track because I wasn't paying attention when I failed those goals, like I said earlier in this video, of gaining weight and getting stronger than gym. I was forgetting to write stuff down. I wasn't paying attention. So I never saw the difference between my strength from a month ago to 3 months ago. I didn't see no difference because I never tracked it. I never paid attention. I wasn't properly going through the goal properly where I can look back and say, oh, I'm on track to achieve what I set out. Now, my last part, because I told you to set the goal, to make sure you're on track, to do something every single day. But I want to tell you to remind yourself why you're doing it. Maybe write on your wall, like I used to. I changed rooms, but I used to have this corkscrew wall just filled with papers. Maybe I'll put a photo up, I don't know, of just goals, achievements, of who I am, why I'm doing it, why I'm running this race, why I'm focusing towards this goal every single day. It was my reminder because the instant I woke up, I would look at that goal wall and I think, okay, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working towards. That's who I am. So whatever reminder, whether it's the wallpaper on your phone, computer, or you scatter pieces of paper all over your room or your house, or if you have set meditation time to think about what you're doing, remind yourself every single day, because this is a race worth running and you have to remember why you are running, or else you're going to get complacent and you're going to start walking. So I'm going to leave that up to you on how you want to do that. Whether cover your room in papers of motivation, of reasons why, or every single day you sit down, meditate, and you remind yourself why you are running. Again, I'm Maxwell. I help teach young men purpose in life. And today, I'd really appreciate if you can like and subscribe and comment below. And I'd love to see you on my next video. Again, thank you. Goodbye.